This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good morning. Welcome to this morning's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. The Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union, or GAWU, recently stated on its website that oil companies and its subcontractors have been replacing locals with foreigners to do driving, cleaning, and other simple jobs. The union stated that in trying to justify this act, the oil companies have reasoned that Guyanese lack the qualifications, skill, and experience to undertake certain basic tasks. However, according to GAWU, it has learned that the tasks some of the companies have hired foreigners to do are not complicated and can be done by Guyanese. GAWU also pointed out that foreigners are not only taking away the jobs from Guyanese, but they are receiving better payment and incentives than the locals. The union further revealed that apart from this, it has been told that some of these foreigners that are being brought to replace locals in the sector have not even received work permits and are working without paying income taxes to Guyana. The union is now calling for the government to urgently investigate this matter, even as it is still actively addressing the enactment of a local content legislation. In other news, the Yellowtail project, the fourth to be pursued by ExxonMobil subsidiary Esso in the eastern portion of the Stabroek Block, is poised to emit significant amounts of greenhouse gases throughout its predicted 20-year life cycle. According to the project's environmental impact assessment, which is being reviewed by the Environmental Protection Agency, the project's average annual emissions during production operations is estimated to be between approximately 1.11 and 1.40 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalents per year. ESSO was keen to note that there are no applicable regulatory criteria against which these greenhouse gas emissions can be compared. It noted that in the absence of such standards, it will still endeavor to ensure emissions will be disclosed in accordance with good international oilfield practice to aid in managing greenhouse gas emissions at a national and international level. And moving on, while it was initially thought that MARAD is remodeling a building at its Kingstown Secretariat to house its new office, the department clarified yesterday that this is not the case. It noted that the building that Guyana National Shipping Corporation Limited, located in Le Penitence, Georgetown, is what will be used. MARAD explained that based on the engineer's estimate, the cost for the remodeling is pegged at $85.6 million. It said too that the new MARAD head office is intended to accommodate employees from its current headquarters, as well as its Ports and Harbors division. The department said that the consolidation of its operation aligns with the administration's goal of ensuring that the department is well organized and able to better serve the local maritime sector. And coming from DPI, Guyana is in stock an adequate number of COVID-19 vaccines to achieve herd immunity, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony said. With the Delta variant of the coronavirus circulating, Guyana aims to fully immunize at least 90% of its population to achieve herd immunity. During his daily COVID-19 update on Friday, Dr. Anthony said there are adequate amounts of AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, Sputnik V, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson vaccines to significantly lessen the spread of the deadly virus here. The ministry is also expecting more doses of the Sputnik V, AstraZeneca, and Pfizer vaccines in the coming weeks. In other news, the National Assembly's Public Accounts Committee, or the PAC, was unable to hold its scheduled meeting yesterday and will also be unable to meet next Monday since clerks for the constitutional body are, and I quote, stressed out. This is according to a letter that was written to the chairman of the committee, opposition member of parliament Germain Figuera, on Thursday by the clerk of the National Assembly, Sherlock Isaacs. Isaacs related to Figuera that due to frequent challenges being encountered at the PAC meetings, the current clerk of the committee has developed health issues because of high stress levels and cannot continue to work with them. He noted too that all clerks from other committees within the Assembly are unwilling to fill the slots because the quote-unquote unprofessional conduct of some PAC members is not conducive to a healthy working environment. As a result, Isaacs could not find a clerk for yesterday's meeting, and he is unable to find one for Monday. And now let's tell you, 2 serving members of the Guyana Police Force were on Thursday placed on a $75,000 bail after they were charged with rape. The officers, 30-year-old Relon Danrad and 22-year-old Terrence Hamilton, were arraigned in the Latham Magistrates Court before Magistrate Alan Wilson, where the charges were read to them. The duo pleaded not guilty to the charge, which states that between August 5th and August 6th last year, they raped a 21-year-old woman at the industrial site located at Tabachinga, Central Latham. Magistrate Wilson then placed the men on bail and adjourned the matter to December 6th. And to wrap things up this morning, let's tell you that a Brazilian national who is yet to be identified by the police was on Thursday night stabbed to death by his drinking partner following a dispute over gold. According to information, the fatal stabbing occurred sometime around 20 hours 30 that day during a drinking spree at a location in central Baramita, Region 1. The police in a report stated that around that time, the men, who are known to each other and are both Brazilian nationals, were consuming alcohol in the vicinity of Johnny Phillips Hotel when the heated argument ensued. It is understood that the argument was over a quantity of gold that one of them had brought back from working on a mining operation at the Guyana-Venezuela border. The police said the argument caused the suspect to arm himself with a knife, which he used to stab the deceased, who, according to detectives, was stabbed several times to his chest and rib area. And with that, we've come to the end of this morning's newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.